Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to the stream. So, yesterday we did a very rare secret summer stream, as these streams are actually on summer break, but apparently not. Well, the Ludum there was recently, and a lot of people made a lot of great games, so I decided to try a few of those on stream. It was pretty experimental, but it was a lot of fun. A lot of people turned up. I got to see some amazing games, but here's the thing. After we hit the 3-hour plus mark, there were still games left to play. And I felt really terrible for the people that didn't get their turn. So, you know what we're going to do? We are going to try the rest of those games. There aren't that many more left to do. So, I'm not sure how long this will last, but we'll be open to more suggestions as the stream progresses as well. So, it's all good. That's enough of an intro, I think. Don't want to go on too many tangents. Let's get going. So, first up, there is a game. Last time I did it on alphabetical order, but I should really do it as in the order of suggestions. So, Rainforest is first up, even though it's at the bottom of the alphabetical order. Right, it's a Unity game, so just like yesterday, Unity games are smooth sailing with the recording software, fortunately. Let's see if I can actually get the recording to record, though. Okay. That's a bit too big, isn't it? Let's just rescale it real quick. There we go. Okay. So it's full screen, so I can't actually communicate with the chat very easily while I do this. Sorry about that, but let's give it a whirl. And I'll have to... the captain, the famous captain who has been handling the ratings for me, isn't available for right now. So I will have to write down some of the ratings. Actually, all of them. So let me open a little Word document so I can get my thoughts down. Okay. Is it actually recording properly? Okay. I'm not 100% sure what I am supposed to be doing here. Should I catch these things on my palette? I think that's what I'm supposed to do, but they... Oh. I mean, I see a lot of these little packages, but... Okay, has the time finally come? Whoops. Oh, look at that one. It's stuck there forever. Oh hey, I think I saw Ursa Games stream a few of these. Okay, I don't quite get it yet. Like, there's not really any... Are there any instructions? Let me just... Sorry about this. Let me just check if there are any instructions in the folder. Doesn't look like it. if the developer happens to show up, some instructions would be nice. I do like the visual style though, it's very striking. Nice and clean, looks good. Yeah, this looks like one of those games where you have to pay attention to where the boxes fall off the thing. Huh? Okay, am I just totally dumb here? Okay. Oh, we've already lost several. Okay, I'm starting to get it. Starting to very slowly, my very slow brain is slowly starting to comprehend what's actually going on here. Okay. Okay. Sorry about that. This was probably very awkward to watch. There we go. Obviously, you don't have to wait for the boxes. I don't really know what the numbers mean. Am I supposed to? Oh, there's numbers on the little boxes. Okay. Makes perfect sense. The numbers are actually quite small. I'm not sure if I'm just... No. At this point, I feel like I should just run around and tap the buttons aggressively. Oh no. We've already lost 2 boxes, guys. Oh no. No, wait. Come back. Well, we got 34 boxes. Impressive, right? Oh, hey, a notification. Commander Root is now following. Thank you, Commander Root. Welcome to the stream. It's good to see you. Okay, we should give this a... I guess I'll enter. Not sure what position I would be in, but... And Amazon took over your company. Oh no! The very worst thing that could have happened. Okay, let's give this one more go. Now the numbers are a bit small for me to see them. That's a bit of an issue. Like, is that the point? That you need to kind of start to recognize the shapes of the boxes? Or am I just really old? Because I almost feel like I just need to run back and forth. This is clearly a 2. That's a 4. Okay, the small boxes go here, basically. The really big ones go there, and the middle-sized one go to 2. That's easy enough to remember. Right. Uh-oh. Maybe I should turn down the settings a bit. Well, I don't think it actually let me pick the settings. Oh, ouch. We've lost a box already. There we go. Uh-oh. Wait, can we save this? Maybe. You know the little, like, talking noises he makes? Out of space, because of a 2-sized one? Oh, whoops. But at the very least, it does follow the theme pretty well. Okay, that's pretty cool. I guess I'll submit my score even though it doesn't belong anywhere near the top 10. But I think I get the gist of that. Let's close that down. Okay. Very cool. Ratings. By what standards were games rated again? Let me get the preparing screen back up so it looks all nice and animated. Except it's not animating. Come on. There you go. I was about to say, it's not as zen as it should be right now. So, rainforest. Let's quickly sneak over to the Ludum website to see the parameters by which games are judged. Oh, I can't actually see it because I'm not a participant. Awkward. Well, I'll try to remember from memory. Overall, for fun. Yeah, fun, innovation, theme. Let's see, what else was there? Humor was pretty good. Mood, I think, was there. I guess it had a mood. Graphics were nice and clean. Yeah, generally impressive. I'll pass on this rating to the captain of the ship, and he'll be able to put it on the game once the time comes. But my ratings right now are overall 4.5, fun 5, innovation 4, graphics 5 because the style is nice and clean, theme 5, sound 4 because it was nice. Could have used a bit more like feedback, like when the boxes go close to the edges. Humor is 4. I did like the style, and it was pretty, like, everything worked together to get a pretty comedic feel. And the mood, I guess, was 3. I'm not sure. I'm just taking random numbers here. Basically, it was very good. He said about literally every game. Okay, let's mark that one as complete. Let's see, rainforest. There we go. The next one is Misadventures of Crowley Flatcheeks. An unfortunate name for a person to have, but I like it. By the way, if you want to suggest your game, I'm not sure the Twitch dashboard is really terrible at updating things of late. So if you want to suggest your game, unfortunately I don't have a bot set up properly because even though I'm already affiliate, I'm still kind of a noob. So you can just put them in the spreadsheet that I just pasted into the chat. So check that out. If you wanted to suggest your game, feel free to put it in there. Okay, let's look at the misadventures of Crowley Flatcheeks. Okay, it's Unity. It actually lets me pick the settings, which helps a lot. Can you hear that music? Oh, well, I like the look of this one. A sort of 2D character. Are you even listening? I am listening, yes. Uh-oh, I think I might have missed some dialogues, though. Anyway, it's got a nice feel to it. Cute style. Ba-boom. How are you doing, Pit? Better than ever, how else? Really, everyone seems worried about the whole end of the world situation. Because they are fools, but I have prepared for this. Everyone called me crazy when I was burying explosives under my land. Who is laughing now? Oh, whoops, you see that coming apart there? And how exactly is this going to help you? Oh. I accidentally clicked through that. The only problem is lack of explosives. I don't have enough to plant right under my house to make a boost even in all the parts of the island. Haven't you bought all of the explosive on the planet? Not all. I know for sure that this communist pig, Ivan, has some nuclear bombs in his shed, but he won't give them to me. Okay. So we have an objective. Okay. But an odd fishing rod that has a magnet instead of the hook. Okay, so where is this communist fellow Ivan hanging out then? Ah, the world goes around. Rocks, okay, very good. Right, so is this going to be like a point and click adventure? Oh, okay. I doubt there will be bombs to catch here. Oh, your old crowbar. Yeah. Now that the world has ended, suddenly you feel really bad for all the pollution you've caused, but yeah, you can't throw it back in. Oh well. Just had to try it. You never know. I like how he's slowly sliding down the hill. Anyway, so we have a crowbar. Like a regular old Gordon Freeman. Oh, milk. That's just what I was looking for. Delicious. Are we going to hit the dog? That's mean. I was about to say, we're actually gonna punch a dog with a crowbar. That would be kind of objectionable. Look at this guy just strutting though. Look at the landscape slowly but surely coming apart. It's cool, but the music doesn't really have a sense of urgency, does it? I wonder if this is where Ivan lives. The crowbar snaps in two. So you can summon an earlier dialogue by pressing E. It's kind of weird how it picks it though. There's not really any sense of direction. I guess I might be a bit too late, huh? How well. Oh hey, what's going on here? Betsy. Ah, right, so we need to find something. We need to find milk for the bab. This feels a bit like a point and click, you know, and just use the item everywhere and run around until you find the other item appropriate to use it with. I do really like this effect of the landscape coming apart though, it's very cool looking. Can we just go in the back then? I guess not. Is running around looking for the next place to use this crowbar. And win the Jeff and Paul Award for Excellence in Shopping Centers. You know, the one. Okay, it's a house. Is this back where we began? Oh, it's Ivan. Wait, that's the... so I know I have a hand crank, but... Well, I'm not too aware of where I should be going right now, and Is there a real time limit here? Because it kind of looks like it. I'm guessing this is where I need to use the crank then. But am I already too late? Okay. Could I have opened it with the crowbar, but it got replaced? No, that can't be it, right? Okay, there we go. I was worried that my item was gone for a second there. I hope it's not a human bone. Yeah, same here, dude. Oh. Probably should have been moving the camera around a lot more. But oh well. So is there actually a time limit? It's hard to say for sure, but I hope not. Is there a way to run? I do like that you can look at the planet like that. It's very cool. Okay, I don't want to give up on the game just yet. Okay, this is where we fished up the crowbar. Oh, hey, achievements. Thank you, Twitch. In the Empire business. What does that mean, Twitch? What are you saying? Right, so this is where the dog was. In the milk store. You want to try this game for yourself, Borgen123? Also, welcome to the stream. I'll link you to it. 1 second. Here. This is the game this is the game I'm playing right now. Also, welcome to the stream. If you have a game of your own to let me try, feel free to suggest it. You can put it in the spreadsheet, and in that you can also find all the other games we've played on the stream. So there you go. Okay, let's give this dog a bone. Have you ever thrown a bone so hard that the dog just disappeared outright? Bring it to Betsy. Let's do that. Okay, I'm starting to get a better feel for where things are. Okay. Well, that's one thing, but... Oh, right. This is what we need to make into a pilot seat. Perhaps by... Yeah, there we go. Okay. How does it fit on my pockets? Hey, self-awareness. Okay. Now where's Ivan? Okay, cool. Thanks for adding your game. We'll have a look at it. very soon. Just need to get through these games first. This one is taking a while, but it is more like a story or adventure-based one, so that's just the way it is, it seems. Look at... Hey, don't fall in the water, buddy. Imagine drowning on a crumbling planet. Don't come apart on me just yet, little planet. Come on. I don't remember which of the houses belongs to Ivan, I think. Yeah, it's this one. I recognize it by the rocket with the hammer and sickle. The party. Okay, then. Okay, we have acquired a nuke. Very good. So we finally get the nuclear bomb, we just toss it in the pond, like, oh, I changed my mind. No more nuclear bomb for you. Where is the old guy we met at the beginning again? I think this is him. Alright. God, I hope this works. Should I just stay here then? Game over. For a second there, I thought I died before getting to the end, but no. Congratulations, you successfully escaped the planet with Easy Pit and became first ever Space Duke. Alright, that was cool. It could have stood to be a bit smaller in terms of the whole running around. But I liked it. I'll jot down some ratings. Yeah, let's give it a 4. Let's say 4 out of 5. Pretty good. I liked it. Okay, moving on to the next. Let's see, this one. It's marked as green because we're done with it. But that was very cool, and thanks to the developer for making it, of course. Alright, next up is Pop It. Now, Pop It is interesting because it is one of the games that cannot be run on my PC, so we will have to once again rely on my browser to do our dirty work. Hey there, Invader Tech, welcome to the stream. It's good to see you. Okay, so let's get that link. Okay, now we're going to record the browser. And hope that I don't embarrass myself in the process. Let's see. Is the game kind of on screen? Let's visit this direct page. It's probably better. Yeah, just have it filling the page. That works better. Oh, we should probably shrink down the window a little bit. Okay, so this involves popcorn, it would seem. I'm reminded of that that little song, the popcorn song, you know? Oh, that was a terrible imitation. You know the one I mean, though. Alright, it is recording. Press any button on the panel to start. Pop out the corn and don't let them fall out of the bowl. Okay, this is interesting. So you have to kind of set them off in a certain order to prevent them popping from pushing the other ones out of the bowl. I like that. That's good. As with the game, if you missed the last stream, the frame rate is not that good. Oh no. I was fast enough for it to not matter. Good. So the frame rate of these games is not super good when they run in the browser. So I do apologize for that.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah.
Those voice clips though. This one is making me laugh at least. It's getting a good chuckle out of me.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Haha. So long as you just kind of do it quick enough before they actually fall out, it's all fine. It's all good. Okay, level 5.
Oh yeah.
Hey, it just fell out. Rip. Oh, you don't actually lose when they fall out? Okay. Okay.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, is this the don't press button leads to some kind of endless mode? I see. Well, this is a simple but effective concept. I like it. The sense of it fits the theme quite well.
Oh yeah.
That noise when they fall down.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, this is a simple but effective concept. It's got charm, it's funny. Yeah, not bad at all. Not sure if there's much else, like I don't really need to get a high score. Look at the mustache on this one. I relate to that popcorn. That popcorn, I relate very strongly to that popcorn. Phrases you probably didn't expect to hear today. I relate to that piece of popcorn. But hey, you know, the nice thing about humanity is we can empathize with almost anything, so long as we humanize it. What's that called? Animism? When you humanize objects?
Oh yeah.
Anyways. I said I wasn't going for the high score, but I'm definitely going for the high score. Just bear with me for a little bit. I just want to give the game a fair shake before I get my thoughts out. But yeah, this one is, it's very simple. Not overly ambitious. But fun, cute, charming. Oh, we are running out of time. No. Oh, I can't click anymore? Oh, I can. Oh, I think it's lagging really badly right now. Looks like I'm just barely not gonna make it, guys. I'm being defeated by the popcorn. Okay, that helps.
Oh yeah.
Come on, bring in the popcorn. Well, apparently I'm the master, so that's good. So, that was funny. I like that one. Yes, very good. Let me refresh the dashboard a bit because it's speaking lies to me, basically. Like when it doesn't update the data properly, I can't see what's going on with the stream, which is kind of bad. I do want to be able to see what goes on. Okay, I think we're doing fine. I have actually I've actually lowered the bitrate a bit on the stream. Because it kept getting overloaded last time, which was interesting. Anyway, Puppet was fun. Let me jot down a rating here. Just a second. Okay, so fun. It's very fun. I would say probably 5. Innovation. You know, it was interesting enough. 4. Graphics. What was there was very funny and cute. Pretty basic. Let's say 4 out of 5. Theme. It fits the theme well enough. Let's give it a 4. Sound. The noises were funny. There wasn't much else, like in terms of music and sound, though. So I'm going to give that a 3.5. Still good. Humor. Solid 4. Mood. I'm not sure if there was much of a mood to speak of. So let's say 3. I think mood is kind of a tough one. Like, you're talking about atmosphere. This is a cute game about a microwave with popcorn. Like, what? How much mood are you expecting here? But anyway, I would say that's overall like a 4, 4.5. Something in that ballpark. So yeah, very good, very interesting. Hey, Annie all, welcome to the stream. It's good to see you. Okay, who's up next? So we've just done Puppet. Let's mark it as green. Okay, freezing sun or freezing sky? Okay, the game file says freezing sun, so that's the title we'll know it by. Whoops, just a second. Gotta make sure it runs windowed, because I gotta be able to read the chat as well. Oh my, this is looking incredibly complicated. Let me get the recording on as quickly as possible. Yeah, this is looking quite complex. Many
Start moving. The sun is up.
Which game was yours, Annie? What is the sawmill? Okay, have all the workers. Don't you love it when it appears in green and then you click and it's like... eh. Oh, Crowley Flat Cheeks. Okay, cool. Okay, so we need to be preparing for the freeze.
Get back home and get some rest.
Damn. Okay, let's speed things up. I do like the control that you control how quickly it goes. That's often a good part of building and sim type games.
Move, people. It's time to get up and work.
Okay, it's actually building.
It's the end of your work shift, people.
Okay. Well, cool. Thanks for suggesting the game. I had some trouble finding my way around on the planet, but it was cool. Very fun style.
Start moving. The sun is up.
Are you a fan of point-and-click adventures and stuff like that? Or you have to figure out combinations of items and
Back
such?
home and get some rest.
Another sawmill, huh?
Move, people. It's time to get up and work.
Oh, have I messed it up?
End of your work shift, people.
Yeah, what we need is a quarry, you see. Yeah. Okay, I got it. It would be kind of awkward if you could permanently lock yourself out of making the quarry. Okay.
Start moving. The sun is up.
Start moving. I like the voice. Ah, I see. That makes sense.
Get back home and get some rest.
Oh, interesting.
Move, people. It's time to get up and work.
Oh, we don't have any more villagers to use here.
It's the end of your work shift, people.
We are good for wood right now, I think. Let's Okay, so the next freeze is in 2 days. This is interesting.
Start moving. The sun is up.
Sorry for not saying much. I'm just oh, hey, nice. Figuring this out.
Get back home and get some rest.
I can't seem to be able to reach this part here.
Move, people. It's time to get
Oh, right. So we need to start building stuff down here, apparently. Oh, should I?
It's the end of your work shift, people.
Oh well, am I just dead now? Well, rip.
Start moving. The sun is up.
No, we don't have enough resources.
Get back
So when do we lose? Because I think I didn't plan this out very well. Yeah, it's very cool. Very well done, the sound.
Move, people. It's time to get up and work.
Yeah, we don't have enough resources and we can't build anymore, so we're done for. I'm just waiting for it to end.
Work shift, people.
Because aren't they just frozen up here now?
Start moving.
He's frozen in there and we're out here and he's in there.
Get back home and get some rest.
So what happens if we freeze again? Will it just end?
Move, people. It's time to get up and work.
It's kind of awkward to be waiting this out like this, huh?
It's the end of your work shift, people.
Oh dear. But we can't actually dismantle them anymore because they're frozen solid.
Start moving. The sun is up.
Yeah, we just don't have the resources and we can't build them either. Oh dear. I think I'm gonna give this one more shot after this. Because I didn't... Well, I still don't really get it, but I think I get it a bit better now.
Home and get some rest.
You failed everyone. Well, thank you. Harsh, but true. Okay, we should probably be careful about using too much of the resources we have available to us. Hey, Drum Mike, you can put it in the spreadsheet. I'll link it to you in a second. Let me just get the link. Here you go. I should have really set up a bot, but well, to cut a long story short, I'm kind of a noob, so yeah. Anyway, feel free to put it in the list and we'll have a look-see at it. I like the sound when the time starts moving again.
Start moving. The sun is up.
Okay, so we're starting to collect wood now. Another sawmill, yes. Next we should get a quarry in once we have enough wood.
Get back home and get some rest.
Okay, the frost is in 9 days, so we have plenty of time. We just need to not freak out. That's okay, Annie. Oh, a notification. Drum Mike is now following. Thank you. Thank you for the follow. It's much appreciated. Alright. Nighttime will come around soon. And then we need to prepare for the quarry.
People, it's time to get up and work. of your work shift, people.
Okay, so the next thing is a farm. Probably should have built that before, but
Start moving. The sun is up.
I'm just trying to figure out what the best way is to divide the work.
Get back home and get some rest.
Next trees in 6 days. Very exciting. It would be nice if there was a skip night button or something, because night's kind of
Move, people. It's time to get up and work.
Let's reduce the wood production a bit, because we need to hurry up with the shaft here.
It's the end of your work shift, people.
Yeah, let's assign more people here.
Start moving.
We need to hurry the heck up, or this is gonna go really wrong really quickly. There we go.
Get back home and get some rest.
Okay, very good. I'm not sure what removing the rocks does yet, to be honest.
Move, people. It's time to get up and work. It's the end of your work shift, people.
Because once we're out of, once the surface freezes, there's no more resources to get,
Start
right?
moving. The sun is up.
Ah, you can just build the stuff like this, of course. Okay. I'm starting to get it.
Get back home and get some rest.
I'm starting to understand.
Move, people. It's time to get up and work.
Okay. Let's get these buildings out of here. Okay, the sawmill, the quarry. Okay.
It's the end of your work shift, people.
Okay, we're good for food for a while. So I want to mostly focus on the quarry and on just digging down. Okay. Okay, I'm starting to get it. Okay, very good, very good. We have escaped the frost this time.
Start moving. The sun is up.
Okay, everyone is working. Let's get this done as quickly as possible and keep escaping the frost. Man, this feels like this could take a while. That's fine though. If it takes too long, I'll have to cut it off, because we do need to give the other games a fair shake as well. There's only so much time we have, after all. There will probably not be another Ludum Dare stream for a while. After all, I do have to have a quick summer break to get everything back in order. Okay. We seem to still be good for most resources here.
Move, people. It's time to get up and work.
Okay. Keep it up. 4 more days. It'd be nice if we could get this done today, but if not, I guess 1 more day will be fine as well. There we go.
It's the end of your work shift, people.
Okay, we'll have to dismantle all of this pretty soon. And that's okay. I wish I could save my game, honestly. I feel like I could continue this off stream, because it is very good. This is actually a very cool, well-designed game.
Start moving. The sun is up.
We are still getting the resources we need. It'll probably take 2 days. It'll probably take 2 days to remove all these rocks. Then we'll start to build our new buildings, and we'll be down another level. Welcome back, Annie.
Get back home and get some rest.
Do I hear a barking dog? There's definitely a lot of little background noises. I like that.
Move, people. It's time to get up and work.
That noise kind of startles me a bit, but that's okay. Ah. We'll need to dismantle these to make a new house. There we go.
It's the end of your work shift, people.
Okay, this is going pretty well. This is kind of addictive, honestly. I like it a lot.
Start moving. The sun is up.
Okay, let's dismantle this stuff. Okay, we still have a day left, so maybe we can get a head start. Like, we need a farm in the nearby future, but we're doing okay for food. We should have, like, enough food for at least, like, 19 days. It's a scary noise.
Move, people. It's time to get up and work.
Oh, the freeze keeps coming faster. I see. So eventually I will run out of time. I can't really escape the frost, can I?
It's the end of your work shift, people.
Let's not waste too many... Well, waste. Let's properly distribute the resources so that we can actually build a farm at one point.
Start moving. The sun is up.
Okay, very good, very good.
Get back home and get some rest.
Shall we do this one without a farm? I mean, we can deal.
Move, people.
We have enough food to last us for a while, but... yeah, let's just keep at it.
It's the end of your work shift, people.
Okay. 3 days. It's kind of going fast, isn't it? Let's hurry up a bit.
Start moving. The sun is up.
Yeah, let's just go full... Let's go work on the shaft.
Get back home and get some rest.
Because we are running out of time here. Not so much out of space, though. We have plenty of space.
Move, people. It's time to get up and work.
Okay, we need to not go too fast here. Because we're gonna have to get those rocks out of there really quickly. Wait, what? Oh. Thanks to your decision making, everyone survived. You reached a level of depth where you were safe from the cold. Perhaps we bought ourselves enough time to come up with a solution and go back to the servers again. Congratulations. Oh, I beat it. Nice. And here I was thinking the next time was gonna be the end. Very good. That was an excellent game. Like for like all the games were good so far, but that one was like That's easily like a 4.5 to 5 out of 5. Fun was 5. Innovation, well, it was very distinctive. Let's say 5. Graphics 5. Theme, well, there was the use of space was a facet of it, but it could have been. You don't actually run out of space that much. Right, once you've got your focus on the farm. So it's still relevant, so it still fits the theme, but I'll give that a 4 out of 5. Sound was a 5, easily. Humor, irrelevant. It wasn't really... And the mood was nice too. The music, the visuals, man. That was really good. What a good game. It's a shame Sir River isn't here. I think... they were here yesterday, but... well. Oh well. Now, next on the list is a very remarkable one. Now, Inventory Story is actually made by Kapitein Koekwaus, the mod who was around yesterday and who helped me out with the the ratings. So I can't actually judge it because he's judging on my behalf. So we'll just give it a quick go. Fight a few battles. But I already know this game, so this is not really blind. So I still feel we need to spotlight it a bit because it has such a good style. I was very impressed with what they made. But yeah, you can't really... It was made by a friend of mine, so... Maybe I'm biased. I probably am, but I think it's a very good one. Just look at this. And look at my high score, by the way. If I were trying to pretend this was blind, that would give me away pretty quick. So... You play not the knight, but his trusted backpack. A twist on the theme. Throw away junk. Give him weapons on time by putting items on top. Everything is a weapon, but only real ones give the best loot. Complete quests to get points and sell 25% loot. Heroes get the credit, but you are the real one. So you can peek ahead to see what enemies are approaching. For now, we're just starting with one weapon. Don't want to make it overcomplicated. This is basically the thing. The adventure phase is an enemy, so you hand him a weapon and he gets loot, including more weapons. And you need to decide what to put into the weapon rack so he'll be able to use it. And if there's junk, we need to throw it out. Because it can't get too heavy. There we go. The sound effects and the buggy physics. It's very fun. Very funny. I like the design of the monsters and the character as well. Yeah, fight him with a treasure chest, why don't you? Oh, here's a bone. I'm throwing you a bone. Ouch. He didn't grab that one, so he got hurt. He still won, though. This guy can fight with his bare fists as well. Here's the Monopoly guy. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. Dollars? 200. I kind of mixed between gold and dollars there. Here, fight him. Fight him with the Holy Grail. Oh yeah, you need to throw them out the side. I keep forgetting. I keep like just kind of jerking it to the side, hoping for it to disappear, but you can throw it out the sides if you actually aim properly. Look at this guy. Sell that loot. Oh, is it showing up properly? Yeah, it is showing up properly. Just checking. We had some trouble last night with the... There we go. Haha. We caved that bat's skull in with a skull. Okay, let's just use a cutlass this time. I mean, it looks like a cutlass due to the curved shape of it. Yeah, so this basically keeps going until he either gets too much weight and collapses, or until he gets destroyed by the enemies. Which you need to try to prevent, obviously. Yeah, you can see how it fits the theme of the running out of space, because you need to think carefully about what to keep, what to throw out, because you also have things you collect for a quest. But yeah, this game is familiar to me, so we won't linger on it, even though it is very cool and very well designed, and Captain Cookwow should be proud of it. It's amazing. But anyway, let's call it done for now. That's not my high score, but it would take a while to get to that point. But I did think we needed to highlight it for a bit, because it is cool. Okay, let's get the preparing screen back up. Hey, MZ Hadul. Welcome to the stream. It's good to see you. Did you suggest a game yesterday? I think you did. I'm doing fine, thank you. How are you? Which game is yours? If you can look at it in the list, or you can name it here, we'll probably be able to figure it out. Okay, this next one. Super Overachiever 42,000 Deluxe. It's a good name, a strong name. Alright, let's... This is another one we'll have to run in the browser. So let's do that. So I won't be able to look at chat and do this at the same time. And I will have to adjust the size of the window. What? Sorry. There we go. Okay. Super Overachiever 42,000 Deluxe. Press the arrow keys to move. Space. So let me just quickly check the chat one more time. Okay. Arrow keys to move. Space to start. Okay. This is cute. Are all of these achievements I'm getting at the bottom here? Oh, because it's Super Overachiever, right? Oh, I see what they're gonna do. I won't say it yet, but I have a hunch of what's going on here. Like, you notice how already it's getting hard to see down here what the enemies are actually doing. Ow. Okay, this time don't interrupt my own jump. Oh. Wow. How did I get to be so terrible at platformer games? I used to be a master, I tell you. We are recording properly, right? I'm so paranoid about the recording going down, even though we finally got the Ethernet cable attached. All the problems with the ISP ironed out. It should work properly, but... what can I say? I'm just nervous by nature. Ooh, now it's closer to... which makes the problem worse. Oh! And you get small... you get small. But this, then the screen also zooms out again. That's interesting. I like that. There was this game I played on Newgrounds a long time ago. That as you went further to the right, it got more pixelated. That was really interesting. It was actually part of a story of that game. Where it started out all detailed and high fidelity looking, and then it turned into a very blocky game. That was cool. I still don't know for sure how the guy did that. Oh, there we go. Ouch. Ah, level 2. We're only at level 2 right now. Ah, more enemies. There's a little hopping guy there. Oh, ouch. I'm not sure if my browser is to blame here, but... well, let's just not go there then. But the jump feels very floaty. But man, that is a cool change. It doesn't look like just an average zoom either. I think these are actually different sprites for the character and the enemies. Oh man. this rate, the screen is gonna be full of achievements by the time I get to the end. Oh. Gotta be careful here. Can we actually make that drop there without getting hurt by the spikes, I wonder? We can, obviously. Oh, whoops. Well, I understand the basic principle of this game. I think the concept, just the way it works with the theme, is very cool. Oh, whoops. The transition to more detail definitely hurts the frames a bit. Not my connection, but the actual game's frame rate. Yeah, I do really like the way this one goes with the theme. Very good. Just wish the jump wasn't so floaty. Like, the walk seems pretty responsive, so I'm not sure if it's intentional or a consequence of my really, really terrible browser. Which is Google Chrome, as you may have noticed. Gotta make those big jumps. Gotta be fearless. Just run past it, don't even bother. There we go. Okay. Yeah, because the floaty jump makes it really hard to plan to hit the enemies with precision. Anyway, we're making progress still, so nothing to complain about. Oh, we need to go down here? Okay. Gotta be careful not to hit the spikes. What's that, a secret? Well, okay then. Level 3, wow. Ouch. Oh no, don't fall in the middle of them. You ever got that in Mario when you fall right in between of two enemies? Okay, so that white bottle we found just is the thing that makes you bigger. And now we know for a fact that you can't get bigger twice. So there's only two settings, two sizes, shall we say. That makes sense. Honestly, that's impressive enough. Though it would be interesting if they continue on with this to see if they can push it even further. It's not fair to ask of a gem game, of course. Just thinking out loud here. Man, I was like, oh, just a few more games. We'll get through the last few. No problem. And everyone will be happy. Ow. But some of these games have taken some time. In terms of planning, I have 1 more hour max. Because I was planning to finish a few more things, look at a few more things. But if we really have to, we may continue on. Oh, I made the same mistake I did last time. No. Where am I supposed to go there, though? Oh, they leapt into the spikes. I had nothing to do with it, officer. They just jumped by themselves. Jumps like that, where you have to use some precision, and then get set back all the way to the beginning of the stage. Well, let's just say you need a jump with absolute precision if you're going to require that. But, like I said, it's probably Google Chrome's fault, let's be honest here. We can just blame Google for everything, can't we? It's easier that way. Sorry for being unable to look at the chat, by the way. That's just the way it is with browser-based games. I shouldn't have gone for the bottle. I went for the bottle because I was like, oh, that'll be a lot safer. And then I died from it. What a foolish decision. Anyway, I think we've pretty much seen what this game has to offer, so this will be the last attempt. I'm not sure if there's gonna be like a big twist, but... Like this jump, for example, I don't want to have to keep doing that. Because it's difficult. Okay. One more try, one more try. We do need to get to the other games as well. Ow. Jumping enemies, man. Yeah, there haven't been any new enemies in this stage. The blue ones got introduced in the last one, and that's about it, so... Okay, that's about it for this one, I think. Let's call it done. Get the preparing screen back up. Yeah, the bottle might be a honey trap, yeah. And it does remind me of I Want to Be the Guy as well, actually. Anyway, let's mark that one as complete. Oh, whoops, that's the wrong color. That's the wrong number. Okay. As for a rating, it's hard to... I really loved the theme, the way it used the theme. The execution was pretty basic. So I'll just note some things down. Like, it scores very high on theme. That's easily a 5 out of 5. But the rest is just good. Just good. Like, not, well, just good. I make it sound so negative. It's a good game. It's very cool. But it does resort to the basic tropes of, you know, a platformer, you grab the coins. Not that that's wrong, per se, but that does make it a bit less innovative, even if it did do the theme excellently. Still a good game. Very well done. Thank you very much to the developer for suggesting it. Let's see what's next. Okay. We've got Invasion Failed. Oh, by the way, there was a game yesterday made in an engine that no one else did. There was some kind of Java file, and I couldn't get it to run or record for the life of me. So, that was a problem. So what we're gonna do is at the very end of this stream, we're gonna knock down the stream for a second. I'm gonna reboot it with a different GPU setting. And we're gonna see if we can somehow, some way, get that to run. So there'll be like a special extra stream right after this stream. So Invasion Failed is also a game that requires the web player to run. Oh dear, this is what I was afraid of. Games that run in the browser have a terrible... Ow. Have a terrible frame rate. This is why... Yeah, this game is very visually beautiful, but as a result... Google Chrome is choking in it real hard. And I had to turn off hardware acceleration to actually get it to work with OBS, you know? Okay, so you can't stand in place for too long, that makes sense. I'm trying to figure it out, but the frame rate is unfortunately making it kind of hard. Whoa, what's even happening here? If you have an export that works on Windows, that will probably work better. Wargon, do you have a Windows export, perhaps? Because this is not really fair to your game that it's running in such a terrible frame rate. It's really unfortunate because Google Chrome and OBS just refuse to play nice. Oh no, I do know why it is. It's because Google Chrome doesn't use the Okay, how do I put this? Google Chrome refuses to be recorded by OBS unless I turn off hardware acceleration. But if I turn off hardware acceleration, games like that run like trash. So if you could make a Windows export of it, I could give it a better shake than this. Because I do see what you're trying to do here, right? And it is very cool. But it's so sad that the browser is ruining it. Like, I don't get enough time to figure out what's happening. And it is easily one of the most visually impressive games I've seen in the Ludum Dare too. With this little Zim-looking guy. Yeah, so he just doesn't adjust his aim fast enough. This is the longest attempt we've had so far. Come on, aim! Aim! Aim to where I'm aiming. Anyway, yeah, that's that. It's very cool. Very good concept. I wish I could I wish I could play it at the normal speed. You know, that's kind of the problem. That's okay. If you have a new port at all, just feel free to put it in the suggestions list, and I will try to check it out, because your game is very cool, but obviously OBS and Chrome both fail. But anyway, that was very cool. Hopefully we can try Windows export in a bit to really give it a proper try. That was cool. Okay. So we won't mark that one as complete just yet, because we haven't given it a fair shake. The next one is called Personal Space. Let me see if this is one that actually runs on Windows. Seems to be. So we'll try this while you export a new version, a Windows version, Wargon. If that's okay with you, we'll try the next one first. Then hopefully we can try your game again once that's done. All right. In windowed mode as always. I'm just glad it's Unity, you know. OBS and Unity at least work together properly. There we go. Get the preparing screen out of the way, and there it is. Listen to that funky music. Oh. Thank you for linking the spreadsheet, Lourdes. You were here yesterday, and I still can't pronounce your name. I'm sorry. Okay. Very funky music. Yeah, get out of my space. Nice. Nice. I like this. This is good. Watch this. Speedrun tactics. Speedrun tactics. Bye-bye. Yeah, come over here, fella. Yeah, come over here. It's fine. Whoops. At least they're smart enough not to stay here. Oh, whoa. That was more extreme than I expected. Bye-bye. Okay, I really like this one. I really like this one. In most of the games, the space is removed from you. But in this game, you're more or less the... Whoops. Whoops. That was pretty bad. Right, I need to be a bit more particular about which segments I remove. Okay, this should be good. This should be good. Bye-bye! Ah, yeah. Alright, I can see what the intent here is. Come on then, slime. Join me on this little unsuspicious area. Psych! Hi! Yes, hi to you too. See ya! Okay, I really like this one. I am thoroughly impressed. It took me a while to get it, but now that I do, it's an all-around good time. Bye-bye. Ooh, this is like a dumbbell. Alright, let's just... It's the most fun to get both at the same time, of course, but... whoops. That's the first time I actually died by the slime. Stay there for a little bit, guys. There you go. Another satisfied customer. These guys are stuck on each other. I will exploit this situation. I like that the AI is fairly good as well. Like, they're not super smart, but they do tend to prevent staying on the smallest section for very long. Whoops. Anyway, this could easily be a full-fledged game, you know? Like, I'm vaguely reminded of one of those mini games in Kirby 64. Where you can remove a whole row of blocks. But the same principle kind of applies. It's a very fun... Like, imagine this in multiplayer, right? Screwing people over by planning ahead like this. Whoops. Okay. Maybe I'm not so good at planning ahead. There we go. Better. No. Almost had him. I do like how you can squash them and they're just like, well, that just happened. But they get right back up. I mean, they are slime, so blunt damage wouldn't be very useful against them. Nope. There you go. Okay, this is the one, guys. I can feel it. I can feel it. No. I got nervous. We need to try to get out of this situation if possible. Squish. There we go. Finally. Ah, this one is a bit more complicated. This is where my amazing strategy will truly come to fruition. Oh, whoops. Except I'm kind of closed in now. Aha! See, I was just saying that to fool them. I wasn't closed in, they were closed in. I'm not stuck in here with you. You're stuck in here with me. Oh, hey, look at that, a little smile. That's how this game makes me feel. Oh, you see that? They immediately went back out of that corner. They were like, oh yeah, we weren't born yesterday, you know? That almost went wrong. Whoops. Well. But man, this is so good. And I've liked all the games I've played so far, but this one is probably among my favorites so far. Get out of here. It seems I don't quite understand what determines which side gets knocked down, but... Now look at them getting out of that corner. It's actually pretty smart. Okay, there we go. There we go, finally. Oh, right. Too bad. Ooh, this one looks like it's easy to mess up. He says, locking himself in. I'm glad if the other players had a hammer too, I would be absolutely screwed right now. Well, I still am, but... Okay, come on. Wow, that was just terrible. Okay, that's not the way to do it. Isn't it supposed to fall? Am I missing something here? Okay, I guess not then. Okay, so they need to be on the pathways. I guess that makes sense. I'm not that good at this, am I? But it is fun still. Alright, gotta be fast, gotta be fast. There we go. Aw, it's a little heart. How cute. I'm guessing they designed something that allowed them to make a lot of levels, which is smart. This level isn't very hard, though. It isn't very hard. You won, thanks for playing. Okay. And now it starts back over. Okay, that was another really, really excellent one, I gotta say. Let's get the preparing screen up. Yeah, it was easily like a 4.5 out of 5, maybe even 5 out of 5, we'll see. But yeah. I think that might be my first 5 out of 5, possibly, probably. Yeah, that was basically perfect, at least as far as I can tell for now. I guess it's kind of hard to say which side was gonna get knocked down, but that's probably because I was dumb. So, thanks for suggesting it, Drum Mike. That was really, really fun. Very good. Mark that as done. Oh, you've got to go, Annie? Okay, thank you very much for coming by. It's much appreciated. Oh, yes, Lourdes, that would be appreciated. Feel free to replace the link in the Ludum Dare suggestions list if you like. And how is it going with the invasion failed export? Wargan, is that working out? See, the other game, let's see, MZ Hadul's game is Bunny Bazooka, which we will also have a look at. But if it's browser only, we're gonna have the same issue. Oh man, time just flies by in these streams, huh? Okay, it has a Windows version, which gives me hope. The preparing screen is not looping again. Why does it keep breaking? Come on, move. It's gotta be Zen. Okay, Windows. Let's get it. But yeah, feel free to put it in the list and put it in the chat when the new link is there. That counts for Wargan and Lourdes. Feel free to... Yeah, it is. I recovered it by messing around in the settings, but it really should fix itself automatically. I mean, having to do actual work? What do they think this is? Right. Let's get that unzipped. Okay, let's have a look at that. Let's run it in Windows, as always. After all, if we don't, we can't even record it. Look at this. Can you hear that? Can you feel that? It's Bunny Bazooka. Up, down, space, Q. Bullet bills. That's a nice, satisfying sound. Ah, right, we need to jump over the meteors. Got it, got it, got it. The jump doesn't have much of an ease to it. Which is why it took me some time to get used to it. Man, I do like... How did you make it move along the circle like that? That's very cool. And again, the punchy sound effect is very enjoyable. And I like the sound when you die. Oh. Whoops. Did I just die on level 1? Tell me it isn't so. Also, good that it has a part where it checks if you know all the controls. That's a simple but really effective addition to make sure we know how it works. Alright, how long does a level last? Because this is the first level, right? Oh, ouch. I lost a bunny rabbit. No. I also like that the lives are represented by these bunnies on the planet rather than in an arbitrary interface. They get part of the world. That's a good philosophy. And that screen shake, though. Vlambeer would be proud. Okay, Act 2, okay. That was a long stage. Ooh, red eggs now. Oh, flying? Oh, hopping dinosaurs. Hopping around like a regular old Yoshi over here. Ah, see, the strategy is to shoot them down before they can land and hatch. We're past the stage of killing it before it lays eggs, but at least we can destroy the eggs. Look at all those rockets flying around. Sorry if the noise is too loud, guys. Come on then. Dinosaur scum. Also the music though. Those drums. Ooh, it hatched. It hatched. Bring the flamethrower. I will say that it also invokes the theme pretty well with these red things taking up space. Giving you less and less room to move around in. Oh hey, you can just keep jumping. Cool. Oh no. Ah, Act 3, we made it. Oh, those eggs look dangerous. Ooh, this one takes multiple hits. How many hits does it take? Die, monster! Oh, is this one just gonna stick around? It's more viable to stand on the larger space of the planet. Having a dinosaur that can't be defeated definitely adds to the challenge. Okay, I'll make this, the acts are taking a while, so I'll make it past this act and then I'll stop and give you my thoughts, okay? I don't wanna... I wanna give each game a fair shake, but different kinds of games take different amounts of time after all. I think I pretty much got the gist of what this game is all about. Though I'm sure there are more levels to play. Like if Earth is the first world, I would like to get a glimpse of the second world, but I don't know how many acts there are in every one. Oh, no. Welp. Oh, we can start on this act again? Okay. One more go then, one more go. One more. One more go. The levels are very long, yeah. Oh. Oh, no! This blasted invincible dinosaur. Whoops. Well, that's that, unfortunately. But that was interesting. That was cool. Thank you for suggesting the game. Let's see. That was the game by Ems Hadul. Thank you. Let's mark that as done. I thought it was pretty fun. It was theme appropriate. Some of the mechanics might need a bit of polish. Like the jump. A jump is very hard to program. I know that for a fact. So what he does now is kind of just move up and then move down without like an ease in or an ease out, like a speed up. So that might be an interesting thing to try next. Like see if you can make the jump sort of like an arc. But it was very impressive that you had the character move along this sort of circle, this planet-shaped area, that all the dinosaurs followed that, and that you kept running out of space on that. I think you made a very good effort considering the theme. I'll pass on my points of feedback to the captain so he can... Let's see here. Right, let's see what else there is. My game, I personally didn't participate. I know, it's a shock. But Captain Cookwaus made Inventory Story, and he is basically doing the ratings on my behalf and such. So if you want to check out one, Inventory Story, it's in the list. Alright, and that's it for the games. And you know what that means? Lourdes 274 and Wargun. Have you been able to update your games? Have you been able to add a new export? to the games? Because if so, I would like to give them a try. Same download. Okay, I'm gonna give it a try. I'm gonna see if we can get it to work. So, disembodied. Inventory story is the one my friend made. And okay, Wargan, we'll do disembodied first and see if we can get it to work. And then we'll try yours as well. And then we'll be done, it seems. There's nothing nothing else to look at. Oh, whoops. Clicked the wrong file. Okay, we're gonna see if we can try to capture this, but... Well, what do you know? It seems to work. The resolution is a bit strange. Let's make... Yeah, there we go. Let's make sure the background is not too bright here. Running out of the spacebar. Well, there it finally is. Thank you for making a new export, Lourdes. It's much appreciated. Okay, let's see. Running out of the spacebar. Help us to reach all numbers before we run out of space on the spacebar. Ah, okay. I need to figure this out. And I need to turn down the sound a bit. So we're putting them... Hi. Are you... human? Please help. Well, this took an interesting turn. Please help us. Escape. That is true. Well, rip. Okay. Enable.
If you can hear us, type yes. If you can hear us, type yes. You can hear us? Oh, thank God. Now we can communicate without jumping on spikes. Could you type in remove all spikes for us? Thank you. That feels better. We don't know why we are here. All we can remember is that we once were humans, just like you. And we could also move freely around. Then something happened and we found ourselves in this game. We believe that the purpose of all this is to scorn and mock with us. Abal is the name of the artificial intelligence which just killed 2 of us, as you have seen. It is evil. Very evil. It finds pleasure in seeing us suffer. Abal told us that we could escape this nightmare by pressing the escape key. Until you helped us, we were not able to push it by ourselves. But it seems that Abal lied to us, like so many times before. It probably laughs its ass off right now. But with your help, we can execute some commands now. You are heavy enough to push the keys? Please, you must help us. You are our last hope.
Last hope? This human made us jump on spikes, okay? Some of us died, just so he could hear us. And what had it done since then? It's just as evil as Abal. In fact, I wonder if it is Abal playing one of its games with us.
Maybe you're right. But you see, we don't have a choice. Human, could you type another command for us? Please type release humans. Unknown command? Okay, then try release scum. Abal,
I just don't even know what to
ask you
say, sorry.
Why do you do this to us? Why do you hate us so much?
It is an envious AI. Should I have looked at where they were? Particularly intimidating due to the winky face. So this like a Matrix type deal then? Probably fetched it from my my name. Probably fetched it from my. Wait, did I put it in? If not, I probably fetched my username. Yeah, that's a classic for creepypastas and such, to grab your name and then be like, ooh, I know it. Some recent popular games have done that as well. Ah, the Windows account. Right, that makes sense. Ah, there you have it. There you have it. Okay, that was interesting. Definitely a different different spin on the theme. I liked that you used the spacebar and gave it sort of a literal spin, but then it kind of expanded into the world running out of space in a sort of meta type deal. Yeah, that was interesting. Thank you for sharing it. I'm glad we got to try it after all. Thanks for putting in the effort to letting me try this, Lords. That's really much appreciated. The end. Well, I actually got a bit nervous near the middle of that, like with the voices and the text. Yeah, you had me on edge for a bit there. Good job. Let me just get disembodied. That's an interesting word. Yeah, it was good. I'll be sure to give it a rating. Oh, there he is, our saving grace, the captain himself. Hey, welcome to the stream. Yeah, I am still streaming, but we are getting close to the end of it, actually. There's only one more game left to play, and that's Wargon's game. Right, let's mark disembodied as green and complete. Alright, let's download the Windows version of this. Very exciting. How many did I play? Gosh, that's a good question. 9, I guess, but a few of them took longer than others. And have you had a pleasant evening? Oh, it's on HIO, you say? Let me check the HIO link. Ah, there you go. Very good. Because I felt really bad about not giving your game the attention it deserves. Because it's easily one of the most visually impressive ones I've seen. Very nice. It reminded me a bit of Vlambeer's stuff like, what's it called? Nuclear Throne. Which is a great compliment because those games are quite strong visually. Like professional looking stuff. Anyway, let's get it started. Alright, let's get the preparing screen out of the way. Okay, this should be good now that it works. You like Nuclear Throne very much. Ah, I see. It definitely must have inspired you, right? Ah, much better. Look at those effects. Gosh darn. Very pretty looking. You know, that's one of the things I like the most about an event like this. It's really... Oh, clicked out of the window. Rip. Everyone has such different interpretations of the theme that all fit, you know? Right, so I should go for those boxes specifically, right? Okay, level 2. Very good, very good. I noticed that the gun has a sound, but the explosions don't. You must also be a fan of Invader Zim, I'm guessing. Ah, you start from the beginning if you die? That's, something. Come on, moving on. Gotta at least get pretty far in the game. I don't expect to, like, beat the game, but... Okay, good. Man, look at all these explosions. What did you use to create all these effects? Like, did you just make them in a sprite animator, like Ace Sprite? What's it called? That's the software I'm familiar with. Like, what did you use? Or is it like a set of sprite particles working together to create the effect? I'm interested to know. Because you made something quite impressive looking here. I don't know what happened there. It looked like I got set to a different level. Maybe I'm just dazzled by the visuals and I can't even say what's going on anymore. Whoa. just barely did it. Nice. Yeah, I think I must have just lost. Or maybe the game just restarted. Well, let's try it once more and see how far we get. There we go. Ah, lots of treasure buried in the centroid of the mechanism. Yeah, it seems to restart you back here. But I think my my score is still being counted up. Nice. Let's give it one more go for posterity, and then we'll wrap things up here. Man, we've hit the deadline, by the way. It's 10 p.m. here now. I was expecting to stop at that time. Well, that wasn't really an attempt, was it? I was expecting to stop at this time. To watch some other streams, to get some stuff done. You know how it is. Always other things on the program, but I'll give this game one more shot, just because it looks so nice. Oh. One more shot. This will be actually, no matter how it ends, this is the last one. Because I think we've got the gist of this game. I already got a pretty good score on it, so that was that. Ah, you used the particle system, I see. Okay. Very, very well done, Warken. Very nice. Yeah, another very nice bit of game there. Very visually impressive. Works with the theme. Well done. Thank you so very much for making a new export for me. I really, really, really appreciate it. Like, I felt so terrible. I started it in the browser and I was already seeing it chug and I was like, oh my god. This guy made like an amazing, beautiful looking game and my browser is like, does not compute. So, I'm really happy that you made a new export for me. Thank you. It was quite excellent. And that does it. Those are all the games we had in the list. Let's mark it. And that was a very successful stream. Let me see if I can... get some ratings down. With some of the games I've set the ratings and with some I haven't. I've been kind of inconsistent about that. I'm sorry. It's just hard for me to be sure when I shouldn't say. Basically though, all the games are positive. All of them are getting at least a 3.5 stars. And that's that. So, wow, another really successful stream, guys. I want to thank everyone who stopped by. I was going to stop and restart the stream specifically to try to start OBS in integrated graphics mode to try and get Lourdes' game running, but he already got it running for us. So that's cool. So that's that. Hey, thank you guys for submitting your games. It was quite amazing to play all these really cool interpretations of the theme. And I definitely feel inspired to participate with the Ludum Dare myself at some point. I am a developer after all, but I only really participate in the Global Game Jam usually. But maybe I should do the Ludum Dare more often. So, you guys have really inspired me. Thank you so much for suggesting the games. Thanks for being here. And thanks to everyone who followed the channel. Depending on how things go, there might be another stream in August with like a cool little thing. I've got one or two ideas, but officially the streams are still on summer break. So in September, we're going back into the swing of it with 2 streams per week at least. And we'll get back to Ape Escape and Stardew Valley multiplayer. But that'll be in September. So keep an eye on this channel and my Twitter to see what goes on. I'll link you to my Twitter real quick in case you wanted to keep an eye on things. Oh, Danny Plays is raiding. Thank you. Thank you for visiting the stream. We're actually just closing off the stream. We just finished. We're about to call it done. But thanks for the raid. Now I'm not sure what to do. We've run out of the games. It's going well. Thank you. Yeah, I just kind of got done. Yeah, it's already 10 p.m. here, unfortunately. But hey, there will be more streams in the future. Other streams, so... Play orals? What's that? Which one? Okay, the stream was supposed to stop now, but tell you what, just because you sent the raid over here, you can... I'll do one more game. One. You can put it in the... But just one. I have a suggestions list, but this stream I will play just one more. So the first one that gets added at position 28 is the one I will play. Okay. That one, okay. Running out of space. This is a web one, right? So we've been having some trouble with the web-based games, especially the ones that are heavy, in that the frame rate is terrible. I'm gonna give it a try, though. I'm gonna give it a try, but... yeah, I tried various browsers, but Oh, a notification. Danny Plays is now following. Thank you for the follow. I tried Microsoft Edge, which I do have, but then it wouldn't record in OBS. Basically, OBS, the browser, have a very negative relationship with each other. Let's put it that way. Anyway, we're going to try the game. Let's just get this. We're going to try, and I hope that the frames will be okay. Just a second. Oh, the preparing screen just froze again. Oh, man. Okay. Okay, let's see. By Oral Billy and one for Ludum Dare 42. It is the year 20XX. Very Mega Man. I like it. Space, the black stuff in the sky, is limited. We need to get more ink to make more space. Unfortunately, the only way to gather enough ink is to milk a giant deep space cuttlefish ship. Okay, that's a mouthful. GDSCs envelop themselves in a protective, puzzling labyrinth. A human will go mad in such a labyrinth. Ah, very Lovecraftian. Instead, we are sending you a plier robot with a unique ability to forget very easily. Your memory is very limited. Not because we built you cheaply or anything. Mouse to interact and move. Keyboard to type when needed. Okay, there he goes. Ooh. Is everything showing up all right? Should I zoom in a bit more? There we go. That's about as close as I can push it. Walks back out the door, sorry. Oh, there's actually quite a bit on screen here. Your best stands a man looking at a tree, a nearby tree very thoughtfully. I seek synonyms, the man exclaims when he notices you. Oh, I need to collect the answer? This is interesting. Right, so we need the word sap for this guy, I guess. I still see all the games I downloaded. Scandalous. Okay, let's have a look around. This is very cool. Point and click adventure type thing. Social room. Oh, my head. We can please. We have some medicine. Oh. How do I enter this in? Whoa. Twitch. Oh, Danny plays cheer. Thank you. It's much appreciated. Wait. Sorry for... Oh, it's bugged. I see. It's probably my browser's fault, let's be honest here. Try that again. Okay. Okay, good. I like how you can double click to instantly what's not working exactly? Can you explain? It seems to keep doing that. That's very strange. Come on, Google Chrome. Please don't be trash for once. Google Chrome. Please. I like the animations a lot. This game is just visually very nice to look at. Okay, the answer is not yes. Wow, I'm getting distracted by my own stream. There needs to be stuff in the right UI window here. Right, so it's already gone wrong at the point where we don't have any words here. Do I understand this correctly? Like, this is a little bit awkward. I feel really bad for that for you that it doesn't seem to. Okay, well that makes sense, but it doesn't seem to allow me to actually put it in there. Okay, I'll try it once more, but I'm not sure why it's... It seems to just get stuck in the very beginning. Do you have a version that runs on Windows itself, perhaps? That could help. If I can run it windowed on my computer, it's easier. We've been having some trouble because, like I said, Chrome records, but it messes it up, and Edge won't record, but does play the games properly. Oh! So now it is the way it should be. Okay, now I'm starting to get it. Okay, okay. Okay, cool. We got it working now. Thank goodness. Otherwise, I'd have to just restart OBS and try to get it to somehow... You see a large railway turntable in the middle of a train depot. A sign says, quietly, Zorktown Depot. A train from Annaburg to Zorktown slowly moves onto the turntable. Signals to the operator and the train is rotated slowly. All aboard, you hear on the PA for the express to Annaburg. The turntable is now empty. Oh, you can change it into yeah. Yeah. Interesting. So we can rotate words like that. That'll be an interesting puzzle tool. Sorry about that. I'm not sure what we can do with yeah. Except agree in a very weird kind of way. Well, let's keep looking. We haven't explored much of this yet. Right, so certain words may have to start taking the places of certain locations we've remembered. Attention, soldiers! Thank you. The president recently came up to me, he continues in a much more friendly tone, and asked, well, General Thompson, how would you like the sound of Lieutenant General Thompson? Is it a stand-up comedy act? No, thank you, Mr. President, I replied. I would rather not be. Okay, I can't. I was really sweating for a second there. Like, oh my gosh, am I really too stupid to figure all this out? I was really worried. A pirate stands by his lonesome on the seashore. He is holding up a telescope to his left eye. You cannot tell why, for both of his eyes are covered with eye patches. I see no seas at the seashore, he mutters to himself. I don't think I can do a pirate voice. Yet the sound of seas is all I hear. He seems to dislike the sound of the seas. Well, sorry about that. Let's... Maintenance Shaft 17, says the text on the wall. You notice the floor has a trapdoor... Wait a minute. Shaped opening, but it is sealed shut. A futuristic... Wait a minute, are we recording properly? Okay, thank goodness. A futuristic looking device, even to a robot with a mind of its own, stands ominously by the trapdoor. It seems to be a control panel of some sort, but you see no contact pads, universal control ports, nor touchscreens. The only apparent feature of the device is a recess in the panel, a small opening in the otherwise impenetrable metal. Upon closer inspection, you see that inside the opening there are many little springs arranged in rows. With a yeah, with a hey, with a demoted. Right. Oh, that's the way back, right? Rocks for your roll, socks for cold feet, talks for the clock, the woman asks you. Noticing your confusion, the woman continues, as if to explain. Dog shoes, cock wheels, dog treats. This is interesting. Well, that was very strange and confusing. Ooh, there's a liquid on the floor here. A lone telescope stands in the middle of the platform, trained at a floating island in the distance. You approach the telescope and take a peek. You see a small fun fair with a juggler juggling some balls. And that's it. Okay, so this is extremely cool so far. It's got a good style, it's got good sounds, it's got interesting puzzles. Language based too, I like that. Ooh, golf. I seek synonyms, the man exclaimed when he noticed. Use so many connotations, similar, alike, akin. You, robot, android, my machine friend, can you help me? This grassy knoll here, I think it is a target practice. He propelled projectiles with a metallic tool and tried to sink them in that little hole by the flag. If I were up to scratch, they would call my score what? Can't think of the proper word for the life of me. Par, right? If it's golf. Par? That's what I would think initially, anyway. Par is probably the word we're looking for here. Am I still doing alright? Yeah, par, that makes sense. A man stands on the stage performing to no audience and does not seem to mind. He speaks words with vigor, each verse flowing freely and yet akin to the ones before. The words go by too fast to remember, but it's clearly very impressive. Let's think about this. Oh. Right. I'm starting to get it. There we go. Yeah, here we go. Par. Should have been abhorrent to me, thank you. Sorry for scrolling around so much. That was fun. This is a good puzzle. It's interesting. You know, for some reason, this visual reminds me a little bit of the point-and-click adventure Dropsy. I'm not sure if that makes any sense. Swish, thud. Chef cuts the head of a fish clean off just as you enter the kitchen. Many a trout dares to enter my kitchen, he grins, yet with a swish and a thud, they are put to rout. Eh. Interesting, so he takes the first letter off. Now we need to go, oh, whoops, back to the start with the... Not through here, no. There we go. The gentleman wants his sap. This poor sap needs sap. See, we are still recording properly. Yes. Sap, what a sap I have been, thank you. Taking a strange scene, a robot going up a ladder but never getting anywhere. The ladder descends just as fast as the robot can ascend. Does it need to exercise to be fit? With machine-like precision, the robot puts its arms on each step of the ladder, one at a time. You can only feel wonder at the robot and its infinite. Robo Gym, says the sign. Okay, but I don't remember who we need a word for at this point. Oh. Sorry if I take some time to find my way around. This really makes you think about the words in a different way, huh? Oh, and this gives us a quick path down here. Well, I like how he slippy slides. Ah, I get it. You can't interact with that pipe unless you fall down, because you slippy slide all the way down there. The faucet is open slightly in the middle of the room, dripping slowly a very viscous, extremely slippery pink liquid. It must have been open for a very long time, since the platform is now completely covered in the oil. In fact, without using the maintenance shaft, this faucet is now completely unreachable from either end of the room. All because of all the oil slick. Man, this is so impressive. Like, I'm not saying too many things because I'm just trying to figure this out, but this is incredibly cool. The way the words go on the map and the puzzles and the way different characters interact with the words, rotating them, removing or changing the first letter. Welcome, my subject, says the queen. I presume thou art yet another stranger seeking passage to the Ender Cuttlecombs. We guard the royal cuttle very carefully. Dost thou think any vagabond of steel can simply march into our kingdom and see the cuttle? That would be a disaster. Thou must prove thyself first. Finest of cloth, huh? Hey, how long is this game? Because I'm really loving it, but at the same time, it's almost 11. Well, it's 10:30 right now. And I want to give it a fair shot, but I'm not sure if I can finish it if it's very long. Because, man, you made something really impressive. To be or not to be, that is the question. Whether it is nobler in the mind to suffer the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune, or to take arms against the sea of troubles, and by opposing them to die, to sleep no more, and by sleep to say we end. An actor seems to be reciting a play. After a minute of listening to the mindless droning, you realize it is not a rehearsal. So it seems like a lifetime. The play finally ends, and the actor looks at you expectantly. To clap or not to clap. Your hesitation reaches a critical point, and the actor asks, "Okay, I get it. It was bad, but why?" I said all the text perfectly, word for word. I am sure of this. What else do I need to do? Don't think we have that yet. It's quite long. I see. Your path stands a man looking at the room behind the glass thoughtfully. I seek synonyms. Oh no, this is the filler room. That's not. Trying to figure this out. Let's see here. Glad you can move around quickly, at least. I need a favor from the king upstairs, but he is unhappy if a subject's demand things from him. What should I do? I don't think I have that yet. I think this is what the actor guy needs, tone, right? No? Well. Just, no, that's too far. Can we try something? Slick. I have no idea what I was even trying to do with this. I think I was trying to turn it into silk, but I'm not sure how. Huh. Oh, I was hoping this would become emote or something, but I guess not. Whoops. Oh well, it is emote in reverse now, right? No, that's an N. We need another transformation for silk, okay? Okay, what does this guy need? Oh. Right, so he doesn't like this letter C. Actually, that makes a lot of sense, considering what he said. But the I and L are still... in the wrong place, if I do that. Slith. Huh? Huh. I've already played Inventory Wars Wheel Rainstorm, but welcome to the stream. Oh, it is an M? Okay, I really like this game, but I'm gonna have to stop in about 10 minutes, because it'll be an hour overtime. It really sucks. I'll probably finish it on my own time. I hope you won't mind terribly. I know it would have been best if I had seen the ending, but I was supposed to stop 50 minutes ago, you know. But this is incredibly impressive. You've made here. Very, very good game. And so long, too. So many puzzles. And thank goodness for that double click. Okay, emote. mask. Okay, interesting. Okay, cool. Sorry, I keep switching to the chat. Let's see. What are some of the things we haven't solved yet? Oh, right. Obviously. Sometimes you get stuck on one thing, and once you figure that out, it all kind of makes sense. Ask, how could I have looked askance at such a simple word? Halt. Royal Guard in plate armor stops you from entering the castle. This is Castle Kinplot. Only the worthy may enter. To prove your virtue, you must first answer the customary riddle. My first starts the second day. My second starts the fourth day. Fourth moon. My third starts the last day. My last starts the royal family. What am I? Hey, Bellantone, welcome to the stream. So that's T, right? That's A. S. Task. Whoops. I am fully lost right now. Okay, there you are. Okay, very good. Well done, says the guard, but of course, he continues, that is not all there is to proving your worthiness. The king is wary of strangers. Perhaps you should gain the favor of the queen first. Okay. So we need silk, basically. That's the point here. And we probably need slick to make silk, if I had to guess. Whoops, wrong room. I'm pretty sure we need that. I can't get silk yet. Okay, thanks. At least I know that. So I can't get here until I please the queen, and I can't please the queen until I get silk. But I can't get silk yet, so there's something missing here. Speck of dust. Just drag everything in there. Maybe it'll work. Like a dot or a speck. A pinch of dust. Yeah, this one. If I Google it, you'll see, because it's recording the browser. Like, the problem is I can't... The words I've said so far, I can't think how to make them with the words I have. I have a similar word in my inventory, you say. I'm not seeing it yet, unfortunately. And it is 11 PM now, so I'll need to stop this quickly. Unless the end is right behind the spec guy. What is the... Emote to what? Maybe this is just a phrase I'm not familiar with. A snot of dust. Yeah, this might just be a term I'm not familiar with, maybe. I need to stop now, unfortunately, because it is 11 p.m. An hour overtime. So you can tell me if you want. Yeah, if you want, just tell me, and we'll see what's beyond the guy, and I'll finish the rest of it on my own time. I feel really terrible about this, but we are an hour overtime, so I have to stop eventually, unfortunately. A mote of dust. Ah. That's a term I wasn't familiar with, so no wonder I got confused. Is that a very common term? I'm afraid English isn't really my first language, so there are terms I may unfortunately not be aware of. Oh, sorry. I'm messing it up. Okay. I couldn't have thought of that by myself. Thank you for the help. A man dressed in an old-time uniform welcomes you. Welcome, friend, he says. I see you want to enter the amazing fairy world. The capital letters were very clearly pronounced. Worry not, you can, but there's just one thing. How to put this gently, he hesitates. Well, I think your face is a bit too modern for our fantasy world. He tries to look a bit less mechanical. The window opens up into a sad-looking display. Only a husk now remains of something once so majestic. The sight seems familiar somehow. A piece of paper is attached to the window. It says, "Step on me while I live, and I shall make no sound. Step on me when I'm dead, I'll crack and groan." What am I? Huh. Step on me while I live, and I shall make no sound. Step on me when dead, I'll crack and groan. What is with these riddles? I'm not smart enough for this, guys. Nah, I really like all the riddles. I'm just trying to think of what this is. Wood and tree are both really close. All right, that's what I thought. Those are my first thoughts. Branch could be another one, but it's not. Leaf. Okay, cool. So we have leaf now. I did say you have to stop, but... Okay, what do you need? A funfair stretches before you. Stalls of wild colors, games, rides, and a certain smell that can only be described as typical. After some meandering, you join a small gathering of people watching a jester juggling colorful balls. Red goes up, and then blue and green, and finally yellow. Their height seems random, and yet the jester is in full control. Yellow is back in his hand, then the blue, green, and finally red. Crowd applauds. Clearly the trick was very impressive. You, however, are not impressed, and the lack of any emotional circuitry in your brain case is not the reason. Juggling balls is easy. How about juggling? Huh. So... The real question is, why didn't I keep Slick somewhere in my inventory? Yeah, go up, go up. Maybe I should reverse it first. Oh, no. Okay, this is probably just a more complicated one that requires you to be a bit smart about it. Being smart about it is not my forte, as you may have surmised, unfortunately. Okay, here we go. Go on, go up there. Sometimes it seems to get stuck on the, Okay, there it is. Finally, we have silk. Oh, we don't need you again. That was cool. That puzzle used most of the transformation we had thus far. Very nice. Very well, I accept your gift, for this is fine silk indeed. Enter the inner catacombs, but beware, they are greener indeed. Also, I believe the king will be happy to receive thee now. He knocks it back 3 ladders. I see. I'm assuming that's gonna make it even more complicated. Well, anyway, I wanted to get past the queen. A black dog sleeps in the middle of the road in a town painted black. None of the streetlights work due to a power failure caused by the storm. A car with broken headlights drives towards the dog, but turns in time to avoid it. How could the driver have seen the dog? It was not during the night, I guess, is the answer. But anyway, we got past the queen, and I think there's a lot more to see here, so I'm gonna have to call it done now and hopefully continue this on my own in the future. But this is incredibly impressive. This is what, like, possibly the most impressive game I've seen on the Ludum Dare 42. Just the amount of puzzles, the amount of ways you can influence the letters, the idea of organizing words on a map, having to choose between remembering the location or the word. It's just brilliant. You guys really did something super impressive. So thank you very much for rating the stream and allowing me to try it out. It was worth going in overtime for. It was really quite excellent. But with that, I do have to stop now before I collapse. Alright, I'll probably just finish for the rest of it. I'll finish the rest of it on my own time. But Dane, am I saying that right? And Oral, thank you very much for coming here and for showing me this amazing game. You did something incredibly impressive, and you should be really proud. Me personally, I didn't participate this time, as shameful as that is. But a friend of mine, Captain Cookwaus, made Inventory Story, which you might want to check out. Let me just quickly check the document. Okay. Oh, you played it already? Cool. Well, I'll link it to anyone who hasn't tried it yet. Oh, you both played it? Cool. Well, thank you for giving it a shot. Anyway, with that, I really will have to call it done now, because it's past 11 p.m. But this was really fun. Thank you to everyone who suggested games. You are all so incredibly talented. And it was really an honor to be able to try all these great games. And I hope to catch you on the next Ludum Dare. For now, the streams are going back to their holiday break for a little bit, but we'll be back in full swing in September. So follow the channel to stay on top of things. Thank you again for visiting, and I will see you all next time. See you later, everyone. Good night. Listen to that great music.